Hi everyone, welcome back to If My Heart Had Wings, Ageha's Route, Episode 2. So, in the last episode, despite the Soaring Club being approved by the Student Council, Ageha is concerned that the teacher, Tobias-sensei, is going to try to shut the club down again because the Soaring Club is not officially approved among the faculty members. And I'm sure it's because Tobias-sensei is trying to pressure them not to honor or accept this club. So, in order to ease off the suspicions, Ageha had them walk separately to school as to not being detected by the teacher, and she used Hotaru for some reason. And I feel that Hotaru does admire Aoi in some way, given that she keeps asking all these sensitive questions to him about, well, what do you think about Achan and how she admires Aoi's back? So, I'm not sure what's going to happen next, even though I played this in Japanese. So let's continue from here. So, they went to get some parts. So, I mean, Hotaru and Aoi, they bought some supplies, and they're going to sneak it into the new club room, or their secret base, aka the dock or hangar owned by the twins. So now they bought the supplies and they're on their way to the dock. Okay, so I look around, keeping a close eye on the school of the other side of the lake. So at least there's a lake that separates them from the school. If someone were looking at us with binoculars, I'm positive that the rays of sunshine would be reflecting off of them. Okay, so I think the coast is clear.
何してるの?
And I don't think Hotaru knows what they're doing. Oh, I'm on the lookout, so we'll be in trouble if the teacher, Toyoka-sensei, finds out.
わかった。私も探す。
Okay, I'll help. We strained our eyes and began looking around restlessly. Okay, it's fine. I stroke her head again. That groan itself was cute enough to make her or me want to stroke her more.
青兄のエッチ。
Well, Aoi, you're a perv. Well, I should have known better than this. So, one of the things that Ageha tried to do was, okay, let's use our old secret words to make it hard for other people to understand. And they used it the wrong way, and when Hotaru defined the secret words like punishment, it gave everyone else the wrong idea. So, I mean Kotori, Asa, and Yoru. Okay, so we bought what you wanted, according to your list.
お疲れ様。
So where's Ageha then?
しばらく来られないって言ってたじゃない。
Oh, so is that so? And I wonder what she's up to.
困るのよね。アゲハがいないと自信持って作れないじゃない。
Well, I don't know. So Asa and Yoru are over there practicing how to make pieces for, FRP as usual. Oh, that's right. So it's Hotaru's first time here. So with a voice far larger than in the shop we visited earlier, her eyes and mouth were perfect circles as she looked around the garage.
すごいでしょ。これが新生ソアリング部の活動拠点。私たちが再び空へと飛び立つ約束の場所よ。
Wait, stop that. So it's embarrassing.
事実よ、いいじゃない。
But it's true, right?
葵先輩に賛成です。サブイボ立ちます。いきなり四面楚歌？
Oh no!
私、そういうの好きです。
But it's good.
まあ。
Well then. So Kotori's, let's see, face suddenly brightened up. I had never seen Kotori's face look so bright and so kind before.
分かってくれるのね。はい、素敵だと思います。
That's good.
これで形勢逆転ね。
No, well, still 3 versus 2, and even Hotaru is not a member.
姫木蛍さん、新生ソアリング部はあなたの参加を待っているわ。
And I hope someday you'll join us.
今入部すれば、この会長ハバネコトリが直々にグライダー作りを教授するわよ。
Well, I don't think Hotaru is interested.
でも、小鳥先輩が教えられるのって FRP 関係だけですよね。
But you know, all we've been doing is just trying to glue or make FRP panels and glue them together.
設計は天音さん、制作実務と資材調達はアゲハ先輩、操縦は葵先輩だもんね。
So basically, everyone else is doing some of the bigger tasks that make up the Soaring Club.
ひどい。
That's mean. Well, come on, just get over it. So, you're always speaking the truth.
かばおうとさえしない。皆さんの熱い友情を見ました。そう、灼熱の砂漠に浮かび上がる幻想的な蜃気楼のような。実在しない。
So, Hotaru is unexpectedly harsh, isn't she? Well, she is Ageha's sister after all.
はい、お待たせ。到着。
And now Ageha's here. Oh, what?
何をいきなり。
Nothing. Well, actually, your timing couldn't have been better.
タイミング？
What do you mean timing? Ageha looked around at everyone without a shred of concern.
おー、ホタル来たね。任務ご苦労。
But anyways, Hotaru, thank you for the supplies.
オーバー。
So she raised 2 fingers into a peace sign. So, over. And Ageha made scissors out of her fingers and pinched Hotaru's finger. So could this be a greeting between the sisters? It looks like some sort of promise.
案の定、チェックされてたよ。
Like what?
葵の行動。
I've been wondering what Aoi has been doing. Huh? So everyone froze in place, even Kotori.
まあ、そんなに大げさなことじゃないけどね。葵がホタルと一緒に歩いてるってのを涼子から聞かされてさ。そういう話が好きな子たちが食いついてさ。飛び岡の息のかかったやつの耳に入るのも時間の問題だろうなってこと。
So I wonder why Ageha's bringing all this up. Because it kind of sounded like she was the one who put it together. So that's what this is about. You had me there for a minute. I thought she had maybe bugged us and had been following us around.
予想通り私たち飛び岡に立てついてるってことでいろいろな意味で注目されちゃってるみたい。
But still, we need to be careful from that Toyoyoka man.
だからしばらく行動には気をつけて。飛び岡の花を明かすためじゃなくて飛ぶのが私たちの目的。そこ常に忘れないで。
But don't forget, our ultimate goal is to fly. So Kotori and I looked at each other and laughed out loud.
あのさ、誰に言ってるの？
Well, unbelievable. Wouldn't putting this much blood, sweat, and tears into getting back at Toyoka be about as useful as a runaway mower? So you understand nothing, Ageha. So having said or heard those words, a large smile came to Ageha's face.
まあ心配はしてなかったけど、一応ね。わかりました。飛岡先生への嫌がらせはやめておきます。チャンスを逃したわ。
So what chance was you looking for? So Ageha was right to worry.
ところで、何してたの？とりあえず、頼んでおいたこれができたから。
So what did Ageha do? So with air that seemed to shout, "Ta-da!" Ageha produced a transparent box. It was a case 10 centimeters on all sides, 30 centimeters on all sides, and transparent. And inside the case is... Okay, so a white airplane. Wait, no. It's a new glider that we're making. The model. It was splendidly made and looked like it could fly as it is. Well, I'm sure it could, but then again, it might be heavy given what models are made of. And unlike an aircraft where it's hollow on the inside, I'm sure a model it's filled or solid on the inside.
模型研究会にね、データ渡して作ってもらったの。やっぱ餅は餅やってやつでさ。ほら、すごいでしょ。翼の微妙なしなりもきっちり作ってくれてるんだから。
But anyways, isn't this model accurate? So you can see all the details that were made into this model.
そしてこっちがこの模型で試せるミニチュア版風洞実験セット。
Okay. So I don't know why they have to go that far as to miniature and wind tunnel experiment set. And I don't know if they have a wind tunnel because that's a very expensive equipment to have. Well, an unusual desk fan and an enclosed plastic board were produced. Okay, so that might work.
これでとりあえずミニチュア版新型グライダーのいろいろなテストができるわ。
But then again, if I remember, Amane already finalized the design a year ago. So if the wind tunnel does show some problems, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board and fix all those defects, which can involve extreme redesign and modifications. And I'm sure none of the people can do it. Well, maybe Yoru and Amane. Well, yeah, Amane is the advisor now. Well, that's great, but are you sure you know what you're doing?
私たちの計画のことならもちろん誰にもバラしてないって。
Well, yeah.
その辺は私の手腕を褒めよたたえよ。模型系にはデータだけで作らせたし、こっちのミニフードは物理系に頼んだものよ。本当の目的は秘密にしてね。
Amazing.
伊達に人脈を培ってませんって。
See, I have many connections.
私、部長。
I'm the leader, says Kotori.
頑張って、小鳥先輩。
Well, good luck. So now you have some new information to add into the club.
名目上の長よりも、その下の人間の方が有能、かつ実務に長けているなんてよくある話。
Yeah, so you're the leader, so you're more like the manager. And it's the other people underneath you that are doing most of the work, and they have most of the expertise. No! No. Kotori, you are needed. So, if there's one thing that you can do right, it's that you're good at trying to get this program to run. So you want to fly more than anyone. There you go. And it's that passion that guides us here.
そうよね。私が部長で会長なんだから。そう、小鳥が部長、私は平の部員。それでこそ私も頑張れるのよ。
That's right. So go for it, our club leader.
おう。
Kotori did not seem entirely satisfied. Well, no need to overdo it. But Ageha, so this is really something. I picked up the model and observed it from a variety of angles. The more I look at it, the more perfect it appeared.
やっぱりデータ上だけじゃ不安でさ。
So I wonder how this is going to perform in our wind tunnel tests and our currents and...
実機作ってから試す時間が取れるかどうかも怪しいし。できるだけのことはやっておこうと思って。
Well, I'm sure once they, or like if the model is built correctly, it should be a very good representation about how the real glider will perform and how well it would fly. Because for airplanes, they do make models and they test them in the wind tunnel. And I have never seen a huge full-size jet in a wind tunnel being tested before. Well, maybe if it's small enough, they could fit it in there. But for automobiles, they are small enough to fit inside a wind tunnel, and that's why they build a full scale of it and they take it to test.
後悔したくないからね。
Well, that makes sense. And like Kotori, I again felt overwhelmed. Ageha's spirit, energy, and drive, that feeling was the feeling to keep moving forward, the overwhelming determination to finish the glider no matter what cost. And we were all consumed by it. Wait, so are we just not piling up the losses? So there were absolutely no development last year, and we didn't get far. The strange phenomenon, the cloud cloister, and the morning glory. And I'm the one who should fly through it. Well, this is the glider of my dreams. It's been a year since last year's failure, and this has become my dream of dreams. So Ageha?
はあ、何よ。
I'm going to fly, so you have my word.
どうしたのさ、いきなり。
It's okay, so I'm the one who wanted to fly.
変なの。
You're strange. You are weird.
でも、その息やよし、やるわよ。
So I'll do it. I held out my hand. Ageha swung her arm, and our hands met for a high-pitched high five. So, let's go!
ちょっと、そちらだけでいい雰囲気作ってんじゃないわよ。そうです。混ぜてくださいよ。
Okay, so now that you're excited, let's get to work.
置いてけぼりっていうのは嬉しくないですね。あ、私は部員じゃないですが。
That's true.
じゃあ、顧問の先生、どうぞ。
So, Advisor Amane?
うん。
Wait, what? So, Amane's here.
みんなやる気だな。はい。みんなで気持ちを一つにして目的に向かってまっすぐ進むというのはいいことだ。うん。
So you got to work together, and that's what's best.
とりあえずできることがあったら言ってくれ。できる範囲で私も力になるから。
So if you need anything, you can come to me.
でもまあ、干渉問題がまだ解決してないんだよな。風車の回転周期はともかく振動の方がばっかりは計算では。
So I think Amane's busy on her other more important tasks. So the windmill calculation, the vibrations, and that's not really related to the glider. As usual, motivation 1 second, nothing the next. Well, it's just that Amane's too busy and she can't be too focused on this glider when she has other more important things to do. And the motivation in the room faded away in an instant. So, in its place, the natural temperature returned and the damp feeling of humidity so common right before midsummer takes over.
どうしたみんな。
What's wrong?
いいえ。
Nothing? So everyone looked as if they had swallowed poison. Even Ageha. That feeling alone was enough to adjourn the meeting.
ホタル、どうだった？どうって？葵とのデート。
Well, I don't think it was a date. Even Aoi didn't see it as a date. It was just, well, let's just go together. Hey,
葵にはそんな度胸ないと思うけど、変なことされたら泣き寝入りしないで私に言うのよ。
wait, is that how you think of other people?
いじめられたらすぐ読んで。駆けつけ三段ドロップキック食らわせるから。
So if he does anything bad to you, tell me and I will give this Aoi guy a beating. Wait, what the hell?
今の私を昔の私と同じに思わないことね。
So I might be girly, but I still have my old childhood characteristics with me. So the fact that she's rowdy, likes to beat people up, and maybe tomboyish.
昔のアゲハって？
Well, that's a good question. So I'll answer. Oh, so long ago in this town existed Agehadon, a large monster that brought this town to its knees.
全長158メートル、体重秘密トン。見目麗しくスタイルよく、葵を頭からパクリごくん。
Okay, so she's obviously describing herself like that person is this tall and is beautiful and fit and.
食べちゃうんだ。
Wait, she'll eat you.
食べちゃうのね。そう、食べちゃうの。なんかエッチ。
That sounds kind of wrong.
って止めてよ、葵。
Well, how's it my fault? So I just said one thing about, oh, this is how Ageha was like in the past. And Ageha's like, well, basically she twisted it. And now it's like, it's your fault, well, you started this whole thing.
そう、葵のせい。スケベ。
And you had to put in your dirty thoughts into this conversation.
青兄のエッチ。
And for some reason, Hotaru just took it. Wait, so where did that come from?
何の話をしてたんだっけ？
So wait a minute, what's our topic about? Hello? Hey?
青兄はエッチ。青兄がエッチ。青兄もエッチ。
Well, just leave me alone then.
ホタル、あんまり本当のこと言っちゃダメ。
So come on, don't remember that too much. It's going to hurt you.
はーい。
Okay. And so I just love being used as a human punching bag. Well, that's kind of like what it is.
葵もありがとね。今日のところは対飛び岡カムフラージュ大作戦大成功。
But anyways, our stealth mission from Tobi-sensei was a success. Camouflage, you say? I could feel Hotaru's eyes on me. Aware of the indifference in Ageha's voice, I walked off. And Ageha's strategy was hardly a mistake, that much I understand. However, I found that I couldn't help but feel depressed. Okay, so I was back in his room, and for some reason, his cell phone is buzzing. So I got a mail. Oh, so I got something. And it's way too early to be... Oh, so it's from Ageha.
秘密基地寄ってく。
Wait, is she crazy? So why would I need to know about Hotaru in the early hours? Well, it's just starting to get light outside. Well, it's at least bright enough to expect the athletic club to be out training right now. It reminds me of my cycle training back in the days. So I make breakfast for the crew and had to have it ready before anyone got up.
おはよう。ってあれ？もう行くの？
And it looks like Kotori's the first to wake up. Yeah, so I gotta head to the dock. I left the house in a dreary gaze, having said practically the same thing that the Kazata sisters had said moments before. So it's in the complete opposite direction of the school, so I got to hurry. Okay, so... Oh, damn. So the first thing in the morning, and I'm all tuckered out. So I got a jolt of energy and sprinted in Ageha's direction. Hello? Is Ageha here? My voice echoed far and wide. And she's probably not here. Oh, yeah? So, someone is here. I'm sure of it. Someone was just here a moment ago. And there was something resting atop of the work desk that seemed to be only half assembled. So someone came here, they did something, and then they left. It was the work of a, pro. Definitely not something or Kotori the cripple could pull off. So what's up with this person? So does no one see what time it is? Huh? Wait, a note. Okay, so let's see. So Tuaoi, I updated the timetable for you, so maybe next time you won't have to go undercover without me. Oh, so that's from Ageha, and it has that usual butterfly sticker or drawing at the end of the note that we've seen in episode 1. Oh, so an undercover mission. So maybe I should be spending more time with Hotaru and spending less time with Tomioka. Or actually being less concerned about Tomioka spying on us. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea after all. That guy's got some problems. Well, I'm kind of feeling dizzy. Okay, so he's outside. It's like, well, I gotta take a seat. Damn, so I don't have much time. So looks down at his watch and sighs. Okay, so hopefully I make it on time. Man, this place is far. There's no hope of making it on time. So I am returning with all my might. Can I do it? Am I going to make it? So I can't believe it. I did it. And I made it here one piece too. And what do I get as my reward for being all in sweat trying to race against the clock to make it on time for class? So am I late? I headed to the watering fountain as soon as I calmed down, but there wasn't anything I could really do about all the sweat.
来たわね。うわ、どうしたのその汗。
But I can see that. So it looks like you just got out of PE. Well, I didn't realize what time it was, not to mention how far I had to run. So you think I got out of morning drills with the athletic club? So I got seated and caught my breath. Okay, now I can relax. Wait, so where's Ageha?
さっき来たんだけど、出て行って戻ってこないのよ。
So wait, the teacher's coming in. But Ageha didn't show up. So it was weird. Everyone was seated and, so Ageha's bag was even resting next to her desk.
おい、水瀬、どうしたんだ、姫木は。
So the teacher's like, Hey, Minase, so where's Himegi? I don't know. Well, how would I know?
そりゃ、そうだろう。
Well, I guess, so...
まったくだ。
他に誰がいるってのよ。
Idiots. But I'm not sure how I actually feel about her. So I heard footsteps down the hall, and someone's walking towards the classroom. So looks like she came in after all.
お
So the pace of her footsteps was speeding up.
どうもどうも、遅れまじゃなくて一度来てたんですけど、ホームルームには間に合わなくてすみません。
And Ageha is tardy for homeroom. Ageha bolted down towards her seat. Well, she technically did make it on time, if not at the absolute last second. Well, I'm sure usually it's like if the teacher is already in the classroom, you're considered late. So by the time the teacher walks into the classroom, you should be all seated, ready for attendance. So Ageha did make it, but I'm sure she'll be marked tardy today.
お、おう。
And it looks like the teacher will let it slide today. So okay, I'll just say that you're on time, you're here. Wait, what's going on with the teacher? She's acting all daydreamy and weird.
Huh?
So even Ageha looked at... Okay, so airheaded. Some sort of strange atmosphere tilted the room. Or filled the room.
遅れました。すみません。
ああ、わかったから、座れ。
Okay, so we understand. Just sit down. So why does everyone look like ghosts? So I think it was just everyone's surprised, like, wait, so someone just marched into the classroom quickly.
すごいわね。
Well, what is?
別に。
The fact that I have made it at the last second? So, Kotori, with an annoying look on her face, avoided making eye contact with me.
ねえ、どうしたの葵。
Nothing. Well, I'm just feeling a little bit weird. Well, where were you anyways?
そのことで、後で話あるから。
So class was about to begin, so we left the conversation at that for time being. Well, no one ever even brought up what it was that made the air in the room change like that. So was it something that I said?
さあね。ま、夫婦仲は円満なようで。
Wait, what the heck?
うるせえ、幸せ者のリア充。とっとと爆発し墜落しろ。
So everyone in class looked absolutely mad. I needed to get the hell out of here. Oh, Kotori?
次実習だから先行くね。
So, come on. So, Kotori, how are you going to just leave like that? It's like, well, I have something to do, so see you later. Okay, I need a break from that insanity. Seriously. Ageha and I were both skeptical, but we just ended up letting it go.
私も着替えるから先行くよ。
So instead of flipping out on them and causing a scene, I headed to the lockers. So it's time for PE. Wait.
葵くん。
Oh, hello, Ayakun. So wait, what are you doing here, senpai?
私は先生だからな。
So I'm a teacher, remember? Oh yeah, right, I'm sorry, so you just surprised me.
先生だぞ。
Hey, I'm a teacher. Yeah, okay, Amane-senpai. So as soon as those words lifted my mouth, a smirk ran across her idiot face. Oh, my senpai,
先生。
hey, I'm a teacher, so sensei. Okay, so I wonder if he's calling her the right proper terms. Like, hey, did you say that you were going to start lecturing after summer break?
いいところに気がついた。
Okay, so one thing that didn't get translated correctly was that he kept calling her Amane senpai. But it's like, I'm a teacher, so you're supposed to call me Mochizuki-sensei while we're in school. So, so are you just planning everything out for now?
いや、今の時点では特に必要はない。
So why is that?
もう。
Well, so do you mean that? Well, that would be impossible.
顧問になったことでもあるし、少しばかり先生の気分を味わってみたくて。
Well, I knew it. So she's not a teacher after all. It's like, well, I did do counseling at first.
何しろ初めてだからな。
So being a teacher is so much different than being a counselor.
試作、実験、耐久試験、予行演習は必要だろ。
So the planning, writing all those assignments, writing all those lecture plans, the tests, the quizzes, and planning all those activities out. Well, that's what you have to be as a teacher.
ああ、知っての通り、私は他人に物を教えるのが大の苦手だ。
But then again, it's her first year teaching, so it's expected that she's going to have trouble. Bingo.
しかし、引き受けた以上はやらねばならない。シミュレーションは何度も繰り返したんだが、やはり実地で試してみないと本当のことはわからないし。
It's like, well, I do have to try out some of the activities myself. I try to simulate stuff, but it doesn't work out all the time.
だから、
So you were meandering around the school one day and thought to yourself, so how good would it feel to be a teacher, right?
その通り。やっぱり葵くんは優秀だな。
I just knew. I get it right. If I could think of the most pathetic excuse possible.
顧問やめるぞ。
But anyways, no more counseling. Well, I'm sorry, Amane, or like Mochizuki-sensei, for saying what I've said about you. I could feel her eyes piercing my skull. The students passing by us in the hall were all looking our way. And regardless, she's already well known around here. And looking, so except for the newly registered students, every one of us knows her just looking at her uniform. Well, we couldn't help but notice if she were to make that switch from counselor to teacher.
ああ、そうだ。
So what happened now? So Amane clenched her right fist and cupped it in her other hand, probably not aware that all the students around us were staring our way. And then I got the really awful feeling in my stomach. And suddenly her face was really, really close to me.
葵くん、ちょっと話があるんだけど。
Yes? And this woman needs to back off. I can see her nose hairs from the distance. Oh, come on. You're too close. And her polished lips were slowly moving in front of my forehead.
仲良くしよう。
Okay? And there had to be a huge question mark floating above my head. So what are you doing, teacher?
だが、どうすればいいのかよくわからないので、教えてくれると助かる。
So maybe I should get some advice from you. And then she brushed her hand over my elbow. So what are you doing?
仲良くというのは、こういう感じかな。
I'm just wondering what friends are like. No, well, Yeah. She just kept her hand on my elbow and started meditating. And I can't understand doing this in a corner or something, but we're in the middle of a hallway and everyone's watching us.
アゲハが言っていただろう。飛岡先生の目をくらます必要があると。
So I have to help you. So I did hear from Ageha that you're trying to avoid being caught by Tobiya-sensei. Let's see how Amane addresses Ageha.
アゲハが言っていただろう。飛岡先生の目をくらます必要があると。
And then a sweet aroma permeated through my nostrils. Wait, what's up with this smell? It's making me feel weird.
だから、私も君と仲良くした方がいいのかなと。顧問だし、ソアリング部だし、協力するのはやぶさかではないんだが、でもやり方がよくわからないんだ。
Well, I can't help you, given that I have counseling experience. But, finding out how to have a perfect balance is a different story.
ホタルがやっていたような、これでいいのかな。
So her hand descended from my elbow down to my hand, and she began to slowly rub my wrist. Oh, so Amane or Mochizuki-sensei was wrapping her fingers around mine. Hey. So without being too forceful, I pulled my hand away and turned to run.
違うのか？仲良くしてみせるなら手をつなぐのでは？
So aren't we trying to be friends so we hold hands together? Well, I understand, but what are you trying to say? Well, I take it her idea of friend differs from how I define it. And this woman's got the wrong idea, so I'm not your tea party guest.
じゃあやろう。
Okay. Wait, hold on. Just think for a second. If we're supposed to be faking that we're members of the Soaring Club, then it doesn't make sense to be friends, right? So something's processing up right there.
おお。
So she clasped fist into her palm again with a loud smack.
考えてみれば確かにそうだ。私もソアリング部なんだと。さすが葵くんは頭の回転が速いな。
So at this point, it's kind of hard to understand what Amane is trying to say. Well, not really. And suddenly I felt a strong sense of fatigue.
そうか。私たちが仲良くしていてはいけないのか。
That's true.
分かった。では仲良くしないようにしよう。もう用はない。あっち行け。君なんか嫌いだ。イエーイ、葵くんの女ったらし。
Huh? Well, she's a mental case.
おお、あまねちゃんの彼氏がやってきた。
And Kotori knows about what happens. Like, I see that you're uniting with Amane.
今度は天音先輩か。この浮気者を爆発しやがれ。
Hey, you don't seem even know what's going on. How does everyone already know what's going on? Well, everyone saw it.
血は喧嘩したって。
Wait, you know about it too?
わかってるって。
Everyone knows. It's quite a big story for Amane to go with someone.
天音先輩を落とすなら風車の話題で攻めるべきだよ。
So wait, what the heck that's supposed to mean? So I think the problem is that Amane had trouble teaching her class correctly, and there were some problems, and Amane's busy trying to address it. And it's like, well, I didn't know that being a teacher would be this hard, and I had to do all this and that, and it looks like some things that I planned didn't work out the way it turned out to be. So I was so tired, too much confusion and screaming, and I laid my head on my desk. So it's now after school.
みんなこっち来て。
So Ageha was blocking our way to the secret base. And all the members of the Soaring Club were here.
どこ連れてく気？
So where are we going?
うちの部室。
The Soaring Club my room.
部室？
Wait, so we got a secret base, don't we?
あそこは郊外だし、妨害されても困るから、できるだけ隠しておきたいの。
But the problem is that base is outside of school property, so it does generate suspicions.
なので、校内に部室があった方がいいわけね。実際に使うかどうかは別として。
So at least we should have some kind of room on property on campus, and then so we just don't do anything, and that'll give people the feeling that the Soaring Club isn't really active. Sure.
カムフラージュ作戦の一環ですね。その通り。とはいえ、どこでもいいってわけじゃない。私の古巣ロボット部なんかじゃ飛び丘に全部筒抜けだもんね。
Okay, so something about like, well, we can just set up a base anywhere where we want, and I'm not sure why Ageha set up a base back when she was in the robotics club.
そこでツーリング部の部室を間借りさせてもらうことで話をつけてきました。
So I'm trying to find a place to hold this Soaring Club room, or put this place. Are you serious? I was shocked at my own response.
ツーリング部？
So I think the translation was like it's the touring club. And it's like well, touring and soaring sound close to each other, so we'll just borrow part of the touring club and use it as like the school base for the Soaring Club. So it's a club of bikers and car drivers, so we ride around and tour the streets. And since we call our group the Soaring Club, it makes us sound like we create gliders and other flying equipment. So basically, we're kind of like the extension of the Touring Club. So the Touring Club has the same thing going on, but they're making engines instead of wings. So they make vehicles, cars, motorcycles, which is much safer to ride around in compared to a glider. So it would pass under Toei-sensei's radar. So these types of clubs are the only ones you'll find claiming that they're part of the engineering field.
活動内容に分かり合える部分が多いし、人数に比べて広い作業場所を持っているしで、間借りさせてもらうのには適当でね。
So you probably figure out the space wave we found should be plenty.
共同使用の部室ということで、 ツーリング部に同意してもらって生徒会の承認取って、
And the student council approved it.
あちらさんのパソコンを1台これも共用ってことにさせてもらって、グライダー関連の見られても構わないデータ入れて、
And at most, we'll just borrow a computer and then just do some glider activities on there. And I don't think they'll mind.
飛行教本とか航空力学とかそういった本をちょいと置かせてもらえば。
And plus some books.
はい、ツーリング部と共同使用の我がソアリング部の部室出来上がり。
Well, okay, that's good. So she's good.
放課後秘密基地行く前にはできるだけこちらの新部室に立ち寄ってから行くこと。外に出られるようにもなってるから靴用意しといてそっちから出るのがいいかもね。
Okay, so we're gonna try to trick the teacher by having multiple shoes. So he must be doing all this stuff for us.
まあね。
And I wonder if there's a back door for the touring club that they could use to get out and trick the teachers that they're in there. Okay, so her nose just got a little longer. Look at that prideful face of hers.
やるじゃない。でも言ってくれればこちらも手伝ったのに。
So Kotori's face was beaming with admiration. Ageha's tip was twitching for some reason.
いやー、手伝ってもらうのはこれからなんだよね。あら？
So Ageha's attitude suddenly went sour.
実はまだ本決まりじゃなくてさ。
Well, my problem is that I'm not sure if all of you agreed to this idea of creating distraction.
生徒会の承認はもうもらったんだけど、ツーリング部の方がね、
But
条件つけられて。
so there are conditions that we need to fulfill in order for them to lend us their place.
条件？それにはみんなの力が必要なんだよね。私たちの？何すればいいの？まあ、その。何よ、言ってごらんなさいよ。
Come on, so tell us what the requirements are.
はい、小鳥、スマイル。
Okay, Kotori, smile.
笑ってみて。楽しくないのに笑えないわよ。朝ちゃん、夜ちゃんは？
So smile.
ハバネ先輩に同意します。理由もわからずに笑えません。
So what's the purpose of this?
そんなこと言わないで。ほら、バイトだと思っていらっしゃいませってノリでいけない？バイトなんかしたことないわ。幸いする必要がありませんでした。
But then again, yours isn't really part of the Soaring Club, so she's out.
ああ、そうきたか。それならそれで、人生何事も経験ということで一つ。はい、笑顔ください。カシャ。
So Ageha whipped out her cell phone.
いいねいいね。はい、小鳥ちゃんこっち向いて笑って。かわいいよ、すごくいいよ。ナイス笑顔だよ。
And she's not smiling. So Kotori sent a glare her way.
お願い、みんなの笑顔が必要なの。どういうことよ。
So what's this about?
つまりですね。
Well, what is she after? Or that's what she's after. So everyone suddenly looked at my way. Well, so the touring club's got real cars and motorcycles, so it's an actual research group. And they've got components for engines and manufacture machine parts, and they've got pros working in their group. They're one of the groups that make this school look good. And their hiring rate out of that group is about 120%, meaning that they've already got jobs lined up even before they're juniors. But it's not like we've got anyone with that sort of skill. So we've got to flaunt our manliness instead. Well, this school is filled with girls, but many of these clubs are unpopular among females. Okay, that makes sense. So oil, gas, tools, metallurgy, mass, and torque, that's what makes mechanical maintenance what it is. And we could always work on the teachers' cars at no cost and claim that it's covered as part of our activities. Well, while we're at it, why don't we offer advice to teachers looking to buy new cars? And all of the repair shop owners around town know each other. They'd be invincible if we got them involved at the school. And there's only one real problem. So I clenched my fist. So they need more female members.
そうなのよ。
So we smell like oil, our fingers are black, and we got stains up our knees and elbows, and we've got burn spots and holes in our uniforms. But if these stains and burn holes that makes us who we are, the ones who can fix any sort of machine with our wrenches and crowbars. Sure, we look like a bunch of hoodlums. And that's probably keeping the girls from joining. But we can't let such a thing keep us from fighting for more female recruits. Well, I'm crying.
ああ、まあ、そういうことで、よろしくやってほしいのね。
Okay, so try your best.
アゲハ。
So Kotori sent that same glare past her once more.
どの辺がそういうことなのかしら。いや、別にみんなを撃ったなんてことはしてないよ。当たり前よ。ただ物質として間借りするにあたって条件を出されて。
Okay, so it looks like I'm going to get close to an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and stop here, and we'll see how this finishes in the next episode. So it's kind of interesting that Ageha was able to find some club that is kind of close to the Soaring Club, the touring club. It's like, well, we build machines just like them, but the things that the touring club works on, the automobile, the engines, the motor oil, the transmission oil, the brake fluid, all that, that's really dirty work. And in this visual novel, we see that a lot of people are not interested because they don't want to be the ones who are doing all this dirty handwork. And that's why it's not a good sell to the female students. So I was like, well, we just want to use the room, so I'm willing to sacrifice all that just to have a room to serve as a decoy for the Soaring Club. And now I guess trying to digress all those, basically evade all those problems and trying to come up with some way to trick the other people into joining this touring club. But I know Ageha is at least trying not to have to do the hard way, where they have to walk separately to the Soaring Club not to be detected. But hopefully there is a solution to this, and does not involve them having to actually work on mechanical equipment just to fulfill the terms of being able to have a decoy room and computer. So with all that in mind, I'll see you later.